Hello, I'm Lumer Sunil, and welcome back to the channel. We are developing a side-scroller action RPG game. And last time we started building like a small village area, and we did some graphics for the NPC and some dialogue with talking animation. And the ability to talk to the NPC. Now, as I was building this, I realized that maybe it's time to actually start thinking about Tilemap's, because I was thinking about how to build like a larger map, so to speak, and it's going to be quite cumbersome to manually put every like ground entity with a hitbox and stuff manually for each like tile. So I'm gonna try and build a tilemap system, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So let's just start by, I need some sort of tilemap structure. So tilemap struct, and it's gonna be basically describing some sort of width and height, I'm thinking, and like the size of the tiles is gonna have probably, we'll see how we'll do it. I'm thinking just for start, I'm gonna do very basic implementation that we can just use, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm also fairly certain that I'm gonna need to build a tool for actually building the tile map as well, so it becomes easier to build the actual tile map. But for now, I'm just gonna do it like this. So we'll start there, and we'll see where we'll go. So okay, so let's open up a new file, tilemap.sig, and so in here we would have a tile map, and I'm thinking we need a size. Let's see, this one, I think it's from CGE. Let's actually open up the initial scene so we can get this auto completed. There we go. Okay, so we have a size, and so that's like the width and height of the grid for the tiles. So I'm thinking about how to store the actual tiles, because maybe we don't need a size stored in this actual tile map. Maybe we just need like a multidimensional array. I'm gonna explore what's available in SIG here. So I'm fairly certain I've seen some sort of No, this one is, I think, a structure of arrays, I believe, multi-array list. Yeah, instead of storing single list items, store separate. So that's not the thing that we want to look for. I think we just wanna. I'm just gonna look through here and see if we can find something. So you would have an array list of array lists. Yeah. Let's do that. So we would need allocator as well. Okay. So then we do maybe want to have the size, because we have one size. It's for convenience as well, so you can check the size as well. And then we're gonna have the actual tiles. And so this would be an array list of tiles, and I'm not sure what the tiles are gonna be yet. but let's make this as well. So tiles could be like, let's say a tile map, like, so tiles are usually just like a pointer to, I mean, one way maybe you could do is like have a pointer to the texture and then sort of the grid, or tile set, a pointer to the tile set and then sort of like which tile of this tile set is this tile. So then you can have multiple tile sets in one tile map. You don't have to have just one. Which does save space. If you just have one, it saves space, but it's not going to be that much space, I don't think. I mean, it depends on how large the maps are going to be, but I don't think they're going to be that super huge. Okay, so yeah, and of course, in a tile map, the size of each tile is going to be the same, but I'm not sure if that's. I mean, let's just store the tile size in here. Why not? I'm not sure if that's going to be needed. So yeah, so we've got the tile size, and let's say that the tile is going to have a pointer to texture. So let's get Raylib in there. And this is going to be the tile. I mean, I guess we can call it the tile set. Okay. And then we're going to have sort of the grid position of this tile, which is to say which tile of this tile set it is. And that's just a vector. Okay. So now the position of these tiles is determined of where in the array list they are. Okay. And I'm thinking that we're gonna import this as a JSON file, export it from the tool that we're gonna build to a JSON format, and then import it here from a JSON format. You could also build like a intermediary format like this. Like I've been toying around a lot with from when I've been away now a bit and haven't made that much videos here, but I've been working a lot with SIG, and I've been toying around with different graphical user interface libraries and code generation and stuff like that, and like string manipulation and stuff. So I've been actually upgrading my skills a bit regarding that. So I'm thinking I'm seeing a possibility here that what we could do is we could just have a sort of primitive language that's going to be just used initially here to make the tile map before we have an actual editor to actually do it. So I'm thinking what we could do is we could say from string or whatever, and so we'll provide a string here. Well, actually, we'll provide we'll provide this array of strings, and we will also, let's see. So what I'm thinking of, yeah, we could have sort of a symbol map. So this would be sort of a map from each character, each byte, onto a tile, basically. So that what I'm thinking is you have a bunch of strings. So I'm just gonna show you here. So let's just say any type for now on that, and we're gonna basically have a string. So you can call tilemap from string, and you're basically gonna say. So one way you can actually define a string um, in SIG is like this. Okay. Let's see. Tilemap dot from string. I think this is how you do it. No? Okay, let me just check this. Okay, so apparently you need to have a sort of, you need to bind it to some string here, I think. So you can do this, I believe, and that will be a, let's just do that. Wait, why is this still? Oh, because, okay, so we need to be inside a function for this. Because technically we are in sort of defining a struct at the top level of each SIG file. So I think that's why it was doing that. Okay, but now I think you can do this. Yeah. So here you can do sort of, let's say, a tile map. And one thing you could do is have these different symbols. So let's say you have a tile. So this would become a tile map that is like, what is it? 5? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 by 5, 8 wide and 5 tall. And then each dot, each of these, I think you do this. Yeah. So this is a string, which is like a multi-line string. And each of these dots are going to be they are going to be like different. Actually, you know what? Let's have a new line as an actual thing that we can iterate on. So yeah, let's do that. So the point is here that this is going to be this is the tile map right now. So you kind of see it visually. So it will become easier to actually do it like this before we actually have like the actual what's it called? The tilemap editor. So let's try this, and then I think here I'm just going to replace this with that. So that's the ground, and then this is just the empty space above the ground. Okay, so that's kind of a thought of how you can define a tile map like that. Okay, and now how to actually parse this. So you would create an iterator from split scalar. You provide the type, which is U8, and then you provide the buffer, which is the string, and then you provide a delimiter. So in this case, we're going to have the new line. Okay, now we get an iterator that will iterate through each line because it's separated by new line. So you can do while iterator next, and we'll get a line here. And now we can say, that actually we need a tilemap as well. No. Let's actually do size. Okay, and tiles. So tiles is going to be array list of tile, and we're going to init with capacity because we know how. I need to add it here as well. We know how large it's going to be. And the first one is going to be, I think, width. Yeah. So the first one is going to be the width. So that would be size. I need this. V.x of size. Okay. And then, well, we do want to also initialize all these inner array lists as well. So this is where I'm kind of iffy about sig, but I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna put inline here. I'm gonna put tilemap here, and we'll do this up there. Return this tilemap. Okay. Because what I'm thinking the inline will do is it will not try and put this in, like copy this around. I'm not sure how this will work now, but what I want is basically to create this in caller at the call site or whatever we call it, so that you don't lose anything here. Okay, and here, and that's all. This is always somewhere where, like, when you need to actually, or maybe I can. Now let's just do this. So we'll go through. So we'll go through tilemap.tiles.items, and I want the actual pointer there, and then item is going to be array list of tile, and here we can also init capacity to the y component of size. Okay. Right. Now over here we can actually do tilemap.initialize. And yeah, we need an allocator here as well. The size is going to be determined actually by the string itself. So I'm thinking maybe we should just, instead of making the time up here, we actually want to keep track of the size here. So let's say that the size is a vector, and well, I don't want to specify the type there. So the size is 0 for now, but it's variable, so you can change. And what we want to do is we want to go through each line. Actually, we should probably just go through one line. We could double check if the lines are the same size. So what we could do is we could say the size. So we could say set the x size of this to be line.length. Okay. If the x part of size is not 0, and this new width of each line is not equal to size, or the x component of size, then we know that we have a mismatch of width. So I'm thinking then that we're just gonna have an error here. So we would, I think, return an error. Or do we? Yeah, let's just return an error here. And we'll create an error type. So we're gonna have size mismatch. Okay. So here we return size mismatch. Okay, that can apparently be a const. And yeah, so we're checking. So the first thing here, we're checking all the lengths, and we should also then say set y of size is going to be the y component of size plus 1. So for each line, we're increasing the height of 1. So now at the end of this, we should have the dimensions of the tile map and also validated them to be the same width. Okay, and now we can create the tile map. So let's const it for now. So tilemap equals to tilemap init indicator. And we do have the size now, so we can just pass that over. The tile size, let's just grab that from outside. Tile size, which is going to be a vector. Okay, so we have the tile size, the tile map. Now, at the end, we want to return this. Okay, so now we want to go through actually the thing again. So I think we can reset. We reset the iterator, and then we just loop through again. Except this time, we're not going to do anything with the size. We are going to go through each symbol and add the tile that corresponds to this symbol from the symbol map or symbol table or whatever. So the problem now becomes, okay, how do we look up this in the map? Now, I think we might want to use maybe a string hash map. Static string map. What is that? Static string opens a small set of disparate string keys. Works by separating keys by length and initialization. Only checking strings of equal length at runtime. What? So they all have to be different length? Or am I misunderstanding something? Okay, let's just do a string hash map here. And it's going to be of a type. Okay. And so let's have our position start at top left. Now, this is for each line, and now we're gonna also go through each length here. This is X. So actually, maybe we just need the Y position here. Okay. Yeah, so now we'll get the tile from the symbol map. And we'll get it from the line X. And this is nullable, so I guess if it's null, I want to return an error. So this would be symbol not found. Okay. So now we have the tile. And then, yeah, then the tilemap tiles items y. No. X. Yeah. First one is X. And then this one will be, wait, what's this? Tileset grid position. Wait, this is, this is an array list of an array list of X. Why? Why is this a tile now? What? I don't understand. Okay, what? How? Yeah, this is. No, this is a tile. What? Okay, either it's the LSP that's acting up here, or I don't know what's happening here really. I mean, maybe, if this doesn't work, one way you could also do it is to have one large array and then access the, which is maybe possibly faster, more efficient as well, optimized. I don't know. But one way you could do it, yeah, you can have one list and then that list is chopped up with math instead of with logic, I guess. Okay, so anyway, this is not supposed to be a tile. I don't believe this is supposed to be an array list. So actually, I'm gonna do that just because the LSP is acting up here. So let's actually just do an array list of tiles. Will this actually change anything down here? And yeah, we don't need to do this. And this is going to be now the size times this. Okay, yeah, so this is still a tile, it says. Okay, that's weird. Maybe that's a bug in somewhere. I don't know. Okay. But anyway, now that we have that, we need to get the index instead. So let's see if we can say like get index, and then we have like f and or x and y, and then we get an index back. And then wait, we can do self because we have the actual dimensions here, so we can say So it's going to be x. I think x can just be as it is, I believe. But then plus y times the width. Yeah. So that's going to be the index. So let's grab the index here. Now we're going to say index, and then this one is going to be set to, yeah, the tile, just like that. And whenever this is done, we're going to increase y by 1. Okay. So now we should have a tilemap like this. Right. So yeah, I was thinking of maybe we should set up a test or something for it, but I don't really have a test set up right now, and I can't bother to actually add it. It's times like this where you get into a long journey before you can actually see the result of something, and then you have to, depending on how complex the thing you're doing is going to be a bunch of different steps to get it actually working. And the harder it's going to be to do it. And the more need you would have for something like a test, because then you can actually check, okay, does this work now as I intended it to work? Okay, cool. But anyway, let's see how we can use this now. So let's go to our initial scene, and we will just we'll basically have to scrap, basically have to scrap this old level system. I mean, this loads in the textures and stuff that we need for the level, but we're not gonna do that. I think we need like a new kind of level, like a tilemap level or something. I mean, the tilemap is sort of the level itself, I guess. Well, you could stitch tilemaps, I guess, put them side by side as well. But yeah, I'm thinking like you would combine tile maps with some sort of background image that's gonna get scrolled as well and looped, so you don't have to worry about creating the background in each tile map. But you could decorate stuff if you want. You can create stuff if you want, but you can also have like a background that's always there. But we'll see what we'll do. But I just want to test if this works. So I'm just trying. I'm going to come up with a plan to actually do this, and I'll be right back. Okay, yeah. So I think that we could still use this level struct system thing, but we need to add the tile map as well. So we need to add the tile set as a texture in our texture container here, because I don't think we have that right now. I'm just gonna double check what the name of this thing is. Okay, yeah, so the name is gonna be, let's just put it at the top. Tile set initial. Okay, so we have the tile set texture. Now I think what we need to do here is we need to load that texture. And it's doing it like this. Yeah. We need to load. Wait. Oh, we have it in. Right. Now I remember. We have it in here in our container. So, okay. So we need to get the texture container. Right. And then we can use that to actually put. Right. Oh, we'll do load. Oh, wait. Does it not? Okay, I'm confused. This one. So we load the layer. Oh, but we. Okay, and here's the texture container. Oh, so we just get the texture. So they're already loaded. Okay, so everything there is loaded. Okay, now I'm trying to get back to this code because it was a bit from where I left it. So yeah, okay. So everything in the container is loaded. So we don't need to load the texture container or the texture tileset texture now. But so we have the texture. We just need to. So what we need to do is we need to define the texture or the tilemap symbol map here is what we need to do. Let's just do it in here. So let's just say we'll have the symbol map here, and this is going to be string hash map. Right. So that's going to be that. And we're just going to, I think we're just going to, oh, we don't need to call anything. Okay. Okay, so that's the symbol map there. I wonder if there's a way you can create this from an object or something. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, so we have the symbol map. Now the symbol map, now we can just put stuff in there. So we'll put the key dot, and that's gonna mean the tile. Okay, so we need to import the tiles. Let's do it at level. Let's also get the tile map. Okay, so yeah, now we have the tile, and let's make an init function. All right. So now we can say init, and the tile set texture is gonna be okay. Yeah, so now we actually need the texture container. Now we can say get, and this is tile set initial. All right. That can have an allocation error, so we'll just catch unreachable there. Okay, so this init is going to be, so the first one is going to be the tile set. Wait, texture. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. And then you have the grid position. So this is where which tile is corresponding to. And tile is just going to be like empty space, I think. So I'm just going to go into my tile set and see which one and that would be. And so you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's pick just 6, 0. Will that work? Okay, cool. And then you had this one, which is, yeah, just 0, 0. Okay. So now we have our symbol map. And now, so we have our symbol map. Now we need to actually put this thing into practice as well. So we should be able to just create a tile map now. So this would be tilemap from string. So let's just copy this thing that we have already. Tile size. We already have a tile size constant here, so that's good. And then we have a string, which we will also populate. And here is the symbol map as well. Let's actually do the symbol map a pointer, maybe. I'm not sure. All right. Okay. And let's copy over this example that we have. Unused local constant. Wait. Yeah, so now we should have the tile map. Now thinking just a super naive approach to actually materialize this tile map into the game would be to, for each tile that's gonna be solid, I guess we would actually, we need some metadata for that as well. Maybe we just start with graphics for now. So we don't bother about a foreground. Instead, we draw this tile map instead. So how would we want to do that? Do we add it as an entity with a position? Maybe? Because we could just add the tile map as, we could have a tile map component actually. Tile map component. And the tile map is a tile map. And then we have a position, which is a vector. Okay, and then this could just be put to an entity. We can make an entity with this component. And then when we draw, we just draw this tile map at that position. And then you can copy paste if you want, like several of them. But this tile map needs then to be saved somehow. So let's let's actually save that. Let's actually put this. Well, okay. So the issue here is we probably need to put the tile map in a container. Yeah. You know what? I want to try this. I just want to do this. So let's do registry singletons. And we're gonna add a string hash map of Tilemaps. So that's basically like a container. And we'll add that. We can initialize it with allocator. Okay, so we have that. And then we actually want to grab tilemap container or tilemaps. So now we can actually get that by doing this. Now we have that hash map. And we can say tilemaps put and the key would be, I guess, just tilemap. And then the value is going to be this tilemap here. Okay, so now we actually have this tilemap stored in a container, basically. And we didn't need to make a new struct of it. We just used the string hash map. So that's cool. Okay, so we got that stored in our registry now. Now we could also then add a new entity. So this would be the tilemap entity. And then we'll do, what's it called? Add to the entity. And we want to add a TilemapComponent, which we get from here. Okay. And that's gonna be position. Let's just say 0. Tilemap is gonna be the tilemaps get pointer of tilemap. And we're just gonna assert that it's not gonna be null here. Okay. Or assume. Okay. So now we should actually have an entity that has this tilemap component. And now we can go down to our draw function. Or yeah. Well, I guess, yeah. Let's do that. And this is going to be, that's a layered draw. Let's just draw it down here because I'm going to do a real implementation here after. But I just want to see how it works, or if it works, and then I can move it to a better place. So we will grab tilemap view, basic view of tilemap components, and then we'll have an iterator here. And this one is, oh yeah, this is, we don't get the entity, we get the actual component here. Okay. And then we'll do, we basically just want to draw this tile map down at that position. So yeah, let's create a function for that, and we can move that later. I'm probably gonna move that into the game engine itself, maybe. We'll see. Okay, draw tilemap component, and we are gonna do nothing, and we're gonna grab a component. Okay. And then draw time. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna treat it basically as the levels. I think I'm gonna treat it basically like the position is in the middle of the final like result. So let's say when you draw the tile map, it's gonna be like a box of width and height that you draw on the screen somewhere, right? And in the middle of that box, that's where the position is. So it's just like drawing the levels and drawing everything else. The center point is the position of the whole thing. So that's what I'm thinking. And I just need to figure out how to position each tile and draw it. Because it's gonna depend on the tile size, the grid position. So let's just figure out like let's say you have a tile map of just 2 by 2, or at 1 by 1, it's just going to be at the position itself. Let's say 2 by 1, so you would have just this. The first one is going to be like half tile size to the left. So I think that you take the entire width so the position of any given tile is going to be half of the size negative offset, and then you add the tile size times the position. So the position, so tile position is going to be the position, and then we take half of the size, and then we add the grid position times the tile size. Okay, I think. Yeah. So the size half, actually this, the position is in sort of pixel coordinates. Size half needs also to be pixel coordinates. So we're gonna grab the tilemap and we're gonna grab the size, but the size is in grid coordinates. So we need to do times the size there. Okay. Then we have grid position. Well, the position is just tilemap.position. The grid position is going to be the position of the specific tile. So this is where we have our loop. Okay, so now we just need to loop through this. What's happening? Why don't I get... Okay. So we're gonna go through the tiles. Actually, we could do like X and Y. So we could do like, let's go through size. Let's go through the X component of size. Call that X. And then we'll go through the Y components. Okay. Now we have X and Y. And the index is going to be Tilemap. Let's do Tilemap. Just to make it a little less wordy on the screen. Okay. So the index is going to be get index of X and Y. Oops. Okay. And now I can move this up here. And we can call grid position. That's just going to be X and Y. The index. So now we have the index, we have the tile position, and we're going to grab the tile. Tile is going to be tilemap tiles index or items index. So now we have the tile and the tile position. So now we should just be able to draw this tile. So let's grab the draw system, because I think we have a helper function here. Oh yeah, and this needs to be scene, initial scene. Yeah. Okay. And then down here we have, let's actually do this up here. And then draw system. Yeah, we have draw texture source rectangle, which I think is the one that we want. And we have the texture in tile. The source. So the source, I believe, is going to be from center of the tile position. We'll see how we need to align this, but I'm fairly certain that this could just be from center, and the center is going to be tile position. And the size is tile size. Let me go through. Okay, origin, position. Wait, no. Wait. This. Oh yeah, this is the source rectangle. Yeah. So wait, I'll just fill this in. So this would be the type position, and then rotation 0. Scale is scale. Horizontal flip is false. Okay. Now this source rectangle. So the position is going to be this times the tile size. But then we also need to like add half the tile size as well. Right? So we need to, I think, add or wait. Yeah, I think we need to add. Let's do tile size. That. And let's move this to tile source. Okay. And I think we should probably now be good. Let's. Okay, so we get this error. Expected const pointer to const tilemap component, and we found just the const thing. So this, I thought that this always returned a pointer. Yeah, let's see. So those are stars. Get const. The iterator apparently gets you the const version. Well, it's a basic view, so it should have the original slice in there. I guess what you could do also is just use raw. So you could do tilemap view dot raw, and then we would get the thing there. This is a function. Okay. Okay, so we get another error here. Symbol matput. Okay, expect type, hashmap. Let's do one. Expected type constant int. Oh, this needs to be double quotes. And now we get this error. Well, in a tile set. So that's a const, and it expects something else. So let's actually just make this const because we don't really need it to be modifiable from here. Okay. Oh yeah. Wait, Tilemaps. Oh yeah. So this is this is where we could have an error. So I guess we catch here and we say we exit and we log this error and say couldn't create tilemap, and then we post error there. And we have tilemaps put catch unreachable. Okay. Oh shit, yeah. So this needs to be a U size. Oh, wait. Oh, this is now an integer. Okay, yeah. Well, it's not pretty. Let's actually, I think you can do this size X, size Y. I think it can do this. You can do that with tuples. I'm not sure about vectors. Yeah, that seems to work actually. And now these are U size, so we can't really use them. Well, we can use them here, but not in here. So we'll do from int, and the int type is U size. Tilemap. Okay, so now we get something in tilemap, and this one is also. Wait, no, it's a line length. Okay. So that one is U size. Yeah, okay. So we need like F length as F32, float from int, line of length. And this would be when. No. Okay. Forty-five. Size VX. This is Oh, yeah. So this would be int from float. I mean, the size should really be integral here, but expected really. Oh. Okay, and this is a use size. Line X. Wait, line get. Oh, the key. Okay, but I mean, couldn't we do this? Maybe. Yeah. Now it complains over here. Oh yeah, so this needs to be int from no. No, plot. Okay, as no. As use size. There we go. Okay, so we got all the errors worked out. And let's start this up and see what else can go wrong. All right, so let's see here. Can't create this symbol not found. Okay. Interesting. Wait, was there something wrong with doing this? Do I get a 0 thing here? Does it have to be? It has to be +1, right? Perhaps. Okay, seems to be a different error now. Let's see. Yeah, index out of bounds. Okay. And it's in here. Why do we get index out of bounds? Wait. No, because we are allocating the capacity. Yeah, we are initializing the capacity, but it might be that we need to append. I mean, this is in theory gonna increase. Okay, let's do tiles and we ensure. No. One person can hold at least capacity items, invalidates element pointers if additional memory is needed. Okay, so it does do that, but I thought that init capacity also did that. What if we need like, what if it's like a +1? I don't think that it feels a bit. iffy to do that. And now that needs, okay, let's just do it inside then. No. Well, it might be something else, I guess. No. Yeah. And about, oh, it's like the first one. So maybe we shouldn't do it on the actual slice. Maybe we should do it. We should take the pointer. Yeah. And then at the end, we're gonna say that the length is equal to x plus, no, just x times y, right? No. So int from float size times size, right? Cannot assign to a constant. Well, okay. All right. So, I mean, we do print the other level as well, but here we actually see it working, sort of. I mean, it's not passing, it's not doing anything with the camera, but I mean, the basic functionality is working. So we just need to modify some things. Okay, great. So when we draw this, let's fix it so it is drawn in proper screen coordinates. Yeah, with camera. What about the screen? Okay, I guess we'll do with camera. It looked like the screen coordinates was good also. Okay, so there's the camera now incorporated there. Okay, cool. Another thing is that it seems like the tile size is not. Yeah, I think the issue is that it's not scaled. So the tile size needs to be scaled. So let's do tile size scale. Okay. Grid position. So the tile position size half. And this size, that's the, yeah, it's time scale. So that's scaled. And then we have grid position. So grid position is just that should not be, and then this should be scaled as well. And then this is not scaled because it's from the texture. Okay, let's try that. I mean, it feels like maybe we're doing these scale calculations way too much. Okay, interesting. It seems to have grabbed the wrong tiles. Also, they seem to be like offset or something. Let me check the thing. So that's corresponding to over there. 1, 2, no, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 2, or something like that. And then the other one is like, okay, interesting. So the tile grid position might be wrong. Don't, yeah, okay, so let's not add a half tile size there. Yeah, that did not help. Okay, so maybe we should have a half tile size. But it seems to not work completely. What if we do negative? I feel like I'm blindly doing this. I can't be bothered to calculate everything. Okay, now everything is okay. Weird. So the thing is weird because when I do plus, it looks like the X position. It might just be that they're between tiles. Yeah. So it's like over there. I'm not sure why it goes all the way over there. It's like it's below the thing where it needs to be. It's like 0, 0. It's actually like way over to the right somewhere. Okay, so let me think a bit here. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna modify the tile set a bit here. And I'm gonna just add a whole bunch of these. Okay. Okay. Now let's try that. So let's do at the top here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just want to see what that becomes. That's going to be like in the X position. Okay, we don't even see that right now. So let's move this guy a bit. Actually, I think the entire tile map is drawn at the wrong position. Maybe it doesn't actually need to be offset by half the size. I don't know, it felt like we needed to start there. Though, if we start this, yeah, you can see that it's left to the center, it seems. Weird. Guess maybe we can try to fiddle with the origin. I don't know. Okay, and yeah, the tile position. So the position needs, I mean, that needs to be taken into account. What about we just remove that? Okay, well, now we actually see the thing. So, I mean, this is super weird because it looks like it starts at entire different position than 0, 0. And then it goes over to the right. So that's, I guess that's correct, but okay, let's just so the grid position should be fine. The tile size should be fine because it's gonna be from the center. Maybe it should. Maybe it's not supposed to be from the center. I guess. Let's try this and see where we end up. Okay, so now we got this weird thing going on. But it looks, I guess it looks a bit better because it's actually corresponding to the top left now of the tiles, but it's not actually the correct part of the tile. It needs to be a little bit to the left and a little bit up, I guess. So what if it's like, oh, I see. This is not supposed to be scaled. There we go. I think it needs to be like negative. Okay. Now, yeah, so now it just disappeared. Okay, so what if we do plus then? I think we did that. I think we tried this, maybe. No, we didn't. Okay, now it works, actually. Yeah, okay. So you can see at the ground there, the top here is has actually that looks not quite right either. Or does it start from the second one, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so it starts at the second one and then it goes to the. So okay, so that seems to work. Actually, I just need to make sure the position is correct. I mean that the ground actually landed right at the correct position, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I wonder if it's lined up correctly. Let's do this. Let's do where is this? Okay, so we'll do like we'll do like space is gonna be empty. Then the ground is gonna be like these kinds of things. What else can we have at the bottom? I don't know. Actually, this would be just spaces, but how would we do that in? Does that get formatted away? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Okay, so here we do like, yeah, like you can do like variations like this. Like that. And then we need to do this. So I'll just check. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the 4 is like different kinds of these variations. I think actually what I want to do, because I made some other things here as well. So I think I want to have these ones as like grass or moss, and then I want to have the ground level to be different. So that can be these kinds of maybe that. And then these ones are correct now, but these ones I need to change the coordinate. So we'll have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are, wait, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, and then we'll have 1 here. Okay. So then these would actually be up there. And then here we'll have like these different, like this. Okay. And let's just try that. And here you can see. So yeah, I mean, that's one way of having an editor. Just a bunch of strings that gets sort of, yeah, added to that. It looks kind of okay, actually. Yeah, because I wanted to add a little bit more texture to the ground to make it like, yeah, you're walking in this thick moss. Since you're so small, the moss is kind of is quite large. Maybe it should be even larger. I'm not sure. But anyway, okay. Yeah, so that's a nice way of adding more texture, or yeah, that's like a nice way of doing it like initially, and then I want to have like an actual tile editor that I'm gonna make for this as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try and fix some of the issues with the position in between, and I'm gonna start working on this tile map editor so that we can more easily create these tile map levels. But yeah, as an initial sort of pause, this went really well, I think. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this time. So thanks very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.